Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time you're tuning in. I'm glad you're here. So, we are going to work on our little bag journal, and we've had some recommendations as to what we should do with it, how we should make it, the theme and colors and stuff. So, jewel tones was recommended. So I'm going to go with these jewel tones. I'm going to see if that, so this is going to be our color palette. This is what I decided. I loved this. This was a business card and I love the design on it. I love the colors. So we're going to go with that. It matches this. It matches the ties. And so I've pulled some fabric to do the outside of the cover. I have some other goodies here ready to go, but I wanted to show you guys, this is the color palette we're going to go with. And we are going to do like a boho style, cottage core kind of a thing. So it's kind of going to be all over the place, I think, but not really. It's all going to go together. We're going to make it blend and work out. So first things first, I've picked fabrics, but we're going to get to those in a minute here. First, we're going to work on the inside of the cover. So I have some stuff prepped for that. So we're going to do the inside cover of this first before we can do the outside cover. So, or the outside of the cover. So first of all, I want to do some reinforcement on this because it keeps wanting to fold. So originally I was just going to do paper on the inside and it would be fine. But then I decided, wouldn't it be nice if we had a nice big pocket to put goodies and stuff inside here? So I have, this is from a notepad that was paper for writing sheet music. And it was already, it's really sturdy. It's reinforced here. This is the glue bit. I think I'll tear that off because it is, or cut it off because I don't think we need to have that on there. If it'll tear, yes, it'll tear right off. So we don't need that in our pocket. So I'm going to get rid of that. But then that's going to go back here. But then we need to cover the rest of this. So I thought of an idea for that. I have this gorgeous paper. And so if we kind of, I think I can get this kind of centered here-ish and go right to the edge. And then we'll glue it down and trim it after we glue it in place. I think that is what we'll do. Or maybe I'll cut it first. We'll see. So we're going to set this aside for now. And we're going to use this to cover, because we're going to put some other designs and stuff in here, but I just thought this goes really well together because there's some, the gold will kind of, and it's going to be just peeking through a little bit anyway. And so we're going to go from there. But isn't this paper gorgeous? So this is what I'm going to do. It looks like it's pretty centered here. Go up a little bit. I'm measuring next to, for these ties. See where the tie is, and I'm going by these. I'm just eyeballing it, guys. That's, I don't measure if I don't have to. So I'm gonna just make a mark. It needs to be about right inside. So right there and right there. And we're gonna do the whole sheet. So let's get that trimmed. I should have grabbed my trimmer out. So we'll probably be doing some fast forward in here once we get rocking and rolling. But first of all, let's get these trimmed down. Hope this gold paper is easy for you to look at. I don't know what it looks like on camera. And this is beautiful. So we'll save that for something. So I have a bin of scraps that'll be just for this project as well. So measuring that up there like so. Should be good, I hope. Okay. Yep. Pretty good. Pretty even. Won't be perfect, but it'll be great for us. Okay, so this is going to go in here. Now we're going to glue this down And this is going to get, once we do the fabric on the front, it's going to get sewn as well. So I'm not overly concerned about the edges getting all the way down, but we are going to try and get this glued in really well. So, all right, let's rock and roll. I'm going to move this. And I also should make sure that I'm in frame here. I've had some issues. Okay, that's pretty good. All right. So this is from a Hans Christian Andersen book. This, of course, is that bag that we got for free. And I just have a Craft Bond glue stick that I'm going to use for this. And we're just going to get this on here. And like I said, this is going to get sewn too. So I'm not like... This is mostly just to kind of cover, reinforce a little bit. Because when we build our cover with all the fabrics, then we will be able to reinforce all of this. So there's that. Now get you lined up here. Make sure it's all good to go. Dot, dot, straighten. Pretty good. And we'll probably do some fun trims and some other stuff yet. So we're just getting this on here. And I want to make sure I get in those creases really well. Do I have a bone folder up here? Yes, I do. I want to make sure I get in this crease where we have a fold. And then keep on keeping on here. So how's everybody doing? It is a couple days away from Easter time here. Got some plans to go to my brother's house. My family all tries to get together. And we have a big Easter egg hunt for the kids and whatnot. And there we go. So I need to find our reusable Easter eggs. This started drying a little. Let's just get some more on here. Go there. This is not my preferred glue type of glue stick. This is an Elmer's Craft Bond. It's okay. It's not fantastic. It's not my first choice, but it was on sale. And since, like I said, we're going to be sewing these, I'm okay that it's not like the super tackiest glue that there is, because we're going to be doing lots of stitching when we put our cover on. Okay, so there we go. That's already looking amazing, because then if you can imagine, if you put like a focal point or something here just to cover that a little, that'll look really, really cool. And this beautiful book that I got, my sister Stina happened to see it, my twin sister happened to see it at a secondhand shop or something, and she's like, oh, I got this book for you, I thought you'd really like it. And she was right. I love it, and I've already used it in a couple of projects, some of the bits and pieces, and the photo or the big graphic prints in it are just absolutely gorgeous. Okay, going on to the back part here. So this I want to make into a pocket, and what we're going to do is, this is going to be a little tricky because I want to make it like an accordion style little pocket. So we're going to have to do paper to reinforce it, but I want to get that paper underneath, then sew it, or fabric. I don't know. I'm making this complicated for myself. I haven't done this specifically before, but we're going to see what happens. I could do just paper. I could do like little fabric things. I don't know. We'll see. But this clearly needs to be covered, and I have some paper for that. So let's set this off to the side for a second. So here's the paper I grabbed. And so we're going to cover the front of this with this paper. Maybe wrap around the edge. Might be a good idea. So I think what I'm going to do is, because that goes that far, we'll do it. We're going to do it So I'm just gonna mark it where it needs to be cut. Once again. And go from there. And trim that down real quick. Let's see. Right about there. We're committed. We're doing it. And I know you're probably thinking, oh, don't do it that way. But you know what? There's lots of ways to do stuff. There's lots of ways. And we'll set these aside because we're going to use those later. So every piece that we're going to use in here, we're going to bring back in another place in our journal. So this is going to go on here. So we're going to get this glued down really well. This is going to get some other elements. So I know we can kind of see the pattern through there a little bit, but we're going to probably end up doing some inking and distressing. We are just covering our base right now. That's all that we are doing, is we just want to cover up this base. So I think what I'm going to do for this, let's use this because this needs to be a little bit more sturdy. So I'm just gonna get this on here really well. And that hinge part is gonna be a little tricky, but we'll do the other part first. All right, so that's on there. Now we're gonna get this on here. Lining it up close as we can. I'm not overly worried about the edges because, like I said, we're going to do some inking. We're probably going to do some fun trims on stuff. We're going to just boho this out. Yeah, that's the plan. I love that plan. I haven't really gotten to make a super cool boho journal, so I'm kind of excited that that was one of the recommendations. So I'm just trying to get it around this really well here. And then down. And this will help reinforce this too, so that as it's used, there won't be any issues. Another extra sheet of paper. See, that's already pretty. Already pretty. Making sure this is all down. This edge needs a little more. Let's see if we can scoochies. That's not going to work. Let's use this. We can't see it anyway. Make sure my glue is working. Okay. It's under here. It is not. So anyway, Easter this weekend. I am going to be bringing, because everybody, it's a kind of potluck thing for my family. I'm sure my brother will have the grill out because, of course, and he makes amazing stuff on the grill anyway. Nothing super fancy, but you know what? It's delicious. So, my nieces and nephews and all of their kids will be there, and the ones that have kids, because I have some nieces and nephews that have kids, and I have some nieces and nephews that are pretty young yet. So I have a big family, and we're all spread out in age. So, but I'm excited. It'll be fun. I love seeing my family. And I'm going to be bringing rice pudding, which is one of my very favorite things that my grandmother used to bring to all kinds of holiday functions. And everybody loved her rice pudding, but she never wrote down the recipe. So I have been trying for years to figure out how it's made, and I think I finally did it, and I'm really excited because my older sister, that's what she wanted for her birthday, is she wanted rice pudding. So I had looked up some more recipes from some of my old-fashioned Scandinavian cookbooks, and I came up with something that I think was a pretty close facsimile. Okay, so this is on here, getting dried. Now this is here, ready to go too. So look at that. Isn't that, that's already going to be so pretty, right? even if we didn't do much more than that, but we're not done. Okay, so this piece is gonna get glued in here, but now we just need to decide how we wanna do that gusset for the pocket. And what I might do is come back to that. I'm gonna have a think on it. So we're gonna set that off to the side. So now we're gonna work on our cover. So we're gonna work on this side. And we need to decide what fabric we want to put where and how very scrappy and fun we're gonna make this. So we have some different fabric choices. So these are some, like this is probably from a pair of pants from a long time ago. I don't know, I've got weird scraps. These were upholstery samples that I got at a garage sale or something. Some cotton fabric, but as you can see, all of this stuff matches our theme. These are some little scraps. I don't know what, I'm going to set them off to the side. I don't know what we'll do with those. I'm going to pull this tag off because it's annoying me. So we definitely want to use some of this purple. I love this purple. I'm almost down to the end of this fabric. This fabric has, it's a different type of upholstery fabric, and the texture is just amazing. And it's like a woven, but it's backed. I love it. So we're gonna pull one of those aside. I have some, oh, that's like a, could be like a fun pocket. Ooh, that's fun. Okay. Doilies and things that I've gotten at garage sales and whatnot. We'll set you over there. This guy. These, actually got at Michael's in their dollar section at one point. I was using them for some other things. I had added a bunch of these colorful doilies to a coat that I wear, or several of them. This is kind of a more plain, I think this is actually a napkin, cloth napkin. So, and then just some various, I thought maybe some of this green would be nice. Maybe some of this little, it's a little peachy, but we'll see. Some green. I thought this was really fun. I don't know, it might be too pink. It might be too pink. Bummer, because I have been waiting to try and use this bird on something, so I think we're just gonna have to set it aside, and it's not its time yet. And this is really fun. This might be too pink. That's too pink. But maybe the boats, since we were gonna kind of do some ocean themed kind of thing. So I think I might take a section of this to add in. I don't know. We're just gonna have super fun with this. This one will work. We're gonna pull like maybe some of this here. I don't know. But we're definitely gonna use some of this purple. So let's just grab our fabric scissors because that will be easier. And cut some pieces off and just see what we find out. So I'm just going to cut some of this purple off here, and we're just going to start playing around with this cover to see what we want to do. So do we want to kind of go this way, that way? This might be too wide. This is a shorter journal than I'm used to working with, so my dimensions might be a little off. But let's just start laying some stuff out and see how we go. Let's see here. Really like this part here. And the nice thing is that these are leftover scraps that I've had from other things. So if they don't work, I still have these pretty scraps that I can use for some. I don't like this red is too much, I think. Where's my, yeah. Yep, too red. So we're gonna go zoop, go by. Okay, so that can go someplace else. All right, this is nice. I kind of like this edge here too, so we might leave that. That's fun. Okay, we're just building. Maybe we'll hang on to this. I don't know yet. We gotta get this purple in here. This is gonna be our front cover. So front, spine, back. So we need to make sure that we've got some good stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna set that there for now. Let's grab these boats. And, because let me see. Yeah, I do like those boats a lot. I feel like we need those boats. So we're gonna go in this marina. So we get a little bit more oceany here. Okay. Try not to overthink this too much, guys. Hopefully I didn't just bump that. Okay. Maybe over here, something over here. Oh, that could be fun. Kind of like that, going around the spine. Ooh, maybe. Okay. And some green. How is this green? You know what? I think it's okay, but I'm just gonna take a smaller piece. It was not the straightest thing in the world, but that's all right. I think maybe down here, we might do some changing around, obviously. Let's go like that. Maybe down here, maybe this way. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, keep going, keep on. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck, Nance. This yellowy flower. I kind of want something that's gonna be really interesting up in here. Maybe this. What else we got? What else we got? We got to get some of this pink paisley in here. So fun story. Pink, the color pink, and I have gone on a journey together. I used to absolutely deplore pink. And so one of my best friends challenged me on a year-long project that I was working on, because her and I do sewing projects together. And so our year-long project, she challenged me to use pink, because I normally do not use it. I am not a fan, but I did. And now I have to say I do not hate pink so much. I really don't. So we've come to a place where we can get along, Pink and I. All right, let's get a little bit of this tan, but I like this texture. I like this texture on this. So let's do we want to do a wide stripe? Let's do the narrow stripe. So I'm going to go right alongside here, very carefully. Okay. Okay. Now the other side. It'd be easier to do it this way. Okay. I hope this isn't too like chaotic for you guys today. But it is kind of fun to pick fabrics this way. So this is a little bit different than covers I normally make. So I'm kind of challenging myself in that way too, to kind of do something outside of my box. That's one of the things I do a lot, is work outside my box. Okay, that's kind of fun, and I like how it might, wonder, we could, wouldn't that be interesting? I might be digging that a little. So let's do, I kind of like that, going catty corner. Okay, okay. So let's do, I kind of want one of these leafy things in here too, somewhere. Leafy leafies. Oh, I am not quite sure about this. Okay, so we got some green, we got some purple, we got some blue. Yeah, we definitely need some more green in here. I wish I had something more of this color, but I think it'll be okay. Maybe some trim. Maybe we'll find the perfect trim to go with that. This is a good background color though. Okay, just go with it. All right, I'm faffing, flapping my little wings, flapping them, flapping them. Let's go, let's trim this down just a touch. All right, get rid of that selvage. I don't know, I think we got too much of some of these and that's what's causing it. Okay, let's try this up here. Now, let's try this. Like that. This purple is too big. Let's cut some of that down a little bit. How much do we want to cut it down? Let's maybe have it so it goes this way, that little edge there. Let's cut it down to here. Okay. So let's go that one, that one. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting someplace. We're getting to a place now. A fun place. Those are really close together, but I think we'll put some trim across there anyway. And let's see. I want some of this purple in here somehow. Maybe like that. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Let's do this. How about you? That's too busy. The green. That's interesting, but no. All right, let's get some of this in here. Maybe along here. Let's go with this and this. I didn't start this with a plan, so I just had some ideas. I found pretty fabric and I went with it. So that's what we are a-doing. Okay, I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. Maybe this here instead. All right, we got to get it together, Nance. Don't flutter too much. Maybe this guy here. I don't mind if they're like, oh, okay. I'm liking that. Let's go with that because I like this pattern we have here. Maybe we do some little peek out things like that. Okay, I see you. Maybe that green is contrasting weirdly. Maybe a bit of the purple. Yeah, that green contrasts funny over there. Okay, mumbling, not talking clearly, getting in my head. I'm in my head. Let's see. Maybe we'll scoot you this way a little. Yes, okay. Let's do a little piece of that there. Yep, okay. Just, I gotta commit. I gotta commit. Okay, you can go like that. You can go like this. That's good. I think we'll throw another piece of purple on the back here. Do we want it on the bottom or the top? Where do we want it? Maybe here. Let's cut this a little smaller. Okay. Yep. Now we're coming together. Now we're doing her. And what else do we have left? We have, oh, yes, this. Now, do we want this to come? I really kind of do like that. Okay, we're going to make it go ziggy-zaggy this way. Ziggy-zaggy, like a so. A little bit more for something different, some interest. And we need something up here. We got some plain purple, we got some green. Do we want to put some paisley back here? What do we got left? What do we got? What do we got? Leafies. More that. What do we want to do there? Maybe a piece of this up here. Oh, maybe. Okay, let's just try it. Why not? Okay. Now there's going to be trim and embellishments on here. We have to remember that's happening too. So this is gonna, I think this is the base. I think I'm happy with this. I think we'll go with that. So now I'm going to start gluing these down, which could be tricky to try and see where we're at for that. Normally, if I'm doing this without recording, because I use my camera to record my videos, I would take a picture so that I don't mess everything up. So I know where everything goes. So you guys, fingers crossed that I can remember where everything is going to go on this, because this might be a challenge to get everything the way it is. Okay, start with the pink paisley. That's over here. We'll do that first. Then we have to do this purple, I think. Okay, you're on top, cattywampus. You can just be peeled back. You're going to go on the bottom. We're okay with that. You guys will just peel back and we'll just take it one step at a time. Okay, so this is probably where I will fast forward a bunch. Okay, so that is our base that we'll decorate, and that's where I was having some issues. I decided to scrap that piece there, wasn't happy with it, but I think this might look really neat on the cover here. So that's where that is at. So basically I gotta let all of this stuff dry, and then we'll move on to the excuse me the next part. So basically what I'm gonna do off camera, and probably for the next video in this series, I will come back and I will show you that this is all sewn, and you'll be able to see what our next steps are going to be. So this is, once again, this is the, where did that go? Oh, I was like, oh, did something not get glued on? So this is our inside, and we will be adding this pocket here with some gussets, or I think that's what they're called. I'm not 100% sure. The little accordion thingies you put on the side of those. So that'll be in. So I'm going to get those in, get that sewn. But we need to make sure that everything back here is sewn first before we do that. So everything here will have to get sewn for our cover before we move on to that. So you can see this is what we got so far. And some of this did not get glued down very good. So that's all right. We're going to be stitching all of it anyway. So here we go. This is the beginning of our super fun little bag journal that we're making together. If you guys have any comments, recommendations, things you want to see me do, please leave a comment. I want to add things, do things that you guys are interested in seeing, challenging me to do, stuff like that. So like I said, here is our kind of this set of jewel tones that we're going to be using, these greens and purples and kind of pinky colors. And then we are kind of doing a boho ocean cottage thing. So that's the theme. That's what we're going with. And we will keep working on this together. So it's going to be a little series, guys, and I'll put them into bits and pieces, but I've pulled some papers already, so we'll do some fun stuff with the signatures, which I've decided, since this one is going to be a thick book, we're probably going to do maybe 4 signatures, maybe 5, actually. 5 15 pages, 4 15 pages. I haven't decided. It's really wide. It's one of the thickest this way that I've done. I don't know how big that is. What is that? The spine is 3 inches. Yeah, it's about 3 inches. Okay, so that is where I will leave it for now, guys, and stay tuned for the next one and to see where we go. And once again, leave those comments. I'd love to hear them. Like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And remember, art with your heart. Bye, guys.